everybody. Now I will present to you about my project to cope with my final project, complete my final test in English technical English 2 in class A. Okay, my name is Faiz ANAM, name 190,598. Okay, and now I will explain to you about example of EMM or service manual, and I will make a task card from the service manual in Cessna 172. Okay, next. Okay, this is example of the service manual, but I'm sorry I cannot show full of the service manual, but you can download or see the service manual in the link of the description in this video. Okay, now I use the service manual of Cessna in model 172 series. Okay, produced by Cessna company. Okay, now this is the table of content of the service manual in model 172 series. In this content, I choose propellers and propeller governors. You can, if you open the service manual, you can click this word and you will bring in the contents. Okay, this is in propeller section 13. Here the table of contents in the section description, repairment, removal, installation, and time between overhaul. Now I will choose the installation of the propeller here. Okay, you can click this word and you will bring in here installation. Okay, this is the content of installation. To install a propeller, you from this you can make a task card to guide the installation of propeller. Okay, now I will show to you about the task card of the installation of propeller. Okay, this is my task card to installation of propeller. You can see this is a title of the task card is propeller and work area in propeller, and the task is propeller installation, applicability to all airplane and all engine, and skill that the technician must have is airframe and power plant. Airframe and power plant. Okay, here it is the order that the technician have to do in the installation of propeller. First, I will read it. First, if the starter ring gear support assembly was removed, clean the mating surface of support assembly and engine crankshaft. Okay, you know, if the starter ring gear support assembly was removed, if the starter was removed, we have to clean the mating surface of support assembly and engine crankshaft. Okay, next is place alternator drive belt in the valley groove of the starter ring gear support. Okay, next is fit support assembly over propeller French bushing of the crankshaft. Okay, you know. In the next order is clean mating surface of the propeller. We have to clean mating surface of the propeller. Bulkhead and spacer assembly. Okay, bulkhead and spacer assemble and assemble as illustrated in figure 13-1. Okay, you can see here is the figure of 13-1. You can see it. This is the assemble of the bulkhead and spacer. You can see it. This is have to assembly with the order. Here is crankshaft bushing, and this is have to assembly with this is a ring gear support assembly. So here the order, the next order is spacer, and this is aft bulkhead, and this is bolt. Okay, we have to assemble this part in the order. Okay, in this order you can see in this figure to assembly of the part. Okay, we can back to the installation order. Next is find the top center or TC mark on the aft face of the starter ring gear support. So we have to locate one of the propeller blades over the TC marks. Next is we have to rotate the propeller clockwise, and we have to pivot from front of engine. So we have to rotate the propeller as pivot from front of engine in clockwise. Okay, you know. And forward, this is to the first bushing and install the propeller. Okay, next is we have to tighten propeller mounting bolt evenly. We have to torque bolt to 45 pounds FT, pound feet, sorry. We have to torque bolts to 45 pound feet, and we have to assemble the safety wire in this issue. So we have to install spinner in the propeller after we torque bolt and assemble a safety wire. Okay, after install spinner, we have to adjust alternator drive belt tension as outlined in section 16. So if you want to see how to adjust alternator drive belt, you have to see in section 16 in the service manual. And once again, if you want to see the service manual, you can click the link in description. Okay. Next, this is the final of the installation. But this is any warning before we install the propeller. We have to be sure magnetic switch is in off position, you know, in off position before turning the propeller, because if this switch is in off on position, once again, if switch is in on position, this is will be dangerous for the technician. Okay. The next is we have the note in the task card. You can see this is, we have to make sure the buzzing hole in the ring gear support that where the identification is unidentified crankshaft French bushing. Okay, this bushing is marked off by an etching of on the crankshaft flange next to the bushing. The starter ring gear must be located incorrectly to assure proper alignment of the timing marks on the ring gear. The next note is the propeller mounting torque should be checked. Okay, the propeller mounting torque should be checked. We have to check the mounting torque of the propeller at least once per year. You know, at least the once per year. Okay, this is the task card of the installation of the propeller. And once again, it is not for all technician. We have to do the task card in the order. Okay, you know. And this is once again the technician skill is airframe and power plant. Okay. Okay, this is my my presentation of the final project, my final project to complete the final test in my class. Okay, thank you for your attention. I'm sorry if I have wrong from my word. Okay, you know, I'm sorry once again, and thank you for your attention, and good morning.